So let me tell you about the stalker that I had back in 2019 that had me tweeting all up and down and even wanting to go to the police station, man. I wanted somebody to help me. But it all worked out kind of well, but not really in the end. So one time I was walking to Iceland, that is by the Tottenham Retail Park. You know that one, the Iceland warehouse place? I loved going there. Sometimes I'll go there like 3 or 4 times a day. And so one day I'm just coming back and this guy runs up to me. He tells me his name. He has a Jamaican name, but he's actually half Igbo. And if you didn't know, I am completely Igbo. It's a tribe in the southeast of Nigeria. So I'm thinking, yeah, okay. But then he starts speaking perfect Igbo. Because normally when people are half Jamaican, you don't really expect, no offense, you just don't really expect it. He sounded like somebody's uncle. He sounded like my uncle. Damn. Anywho, so he's walking, he's talking to me, saying things like, wow, your ass is fat. And I'm thinking I'm literally skinny. But yeah, I'm the kind of thin where like you still have the little bum in it. But, so, yeah, we're walking. And I'm thinking, well, we're about to come to where the road is. We're about to cross. And he's offering like, oh, let me carry your I can carry your stuff home for you. Now, of course, as a real adult, I know, hey, that's dangerous. But then I lived in uni accommodation, so I didn't think that it mattered that much. Because it's not like you could get up to my room. But he walks with me. He's trying to ask me, you know, just questions about myself and ask me if I want to come out with him. And we get to the outside of my uni accommodation. I'm thinking, okay, thank you, let me go. He's like, no, I gotta get your number. Okay, he was good looking, so I gave him my number. But then he says I'm thirsty. And he wants some water. And I say, oh, you know, I have water in my room, but like, you know, you can't come up there. He starts pressuring me, talking about why not, I'm a good guy, da. Mind you, this guy is like 6'4". So, and I'm 5'4". So imagine someone who's a foot on you. You're kind of afraid to tell them no. Especially when you're younger. So, I let him come up. But I make him stand in the hallway like a sensible person. Yeah, so he knows exactly where to find you, but you think you're sensible because he can't get in the actual room. Yeah, it's true, you need a card. I don't know, this is the kind of logic system I was operating with back then. I give him the water. He's surprised that I don't just let him come in my room. But, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's me thinking I'm so responsible. But he asks me, before we go, hey, do you wanna go for a ride? In my car. Of course, car. And so I'm thinking, well, you know what? I had nothing else doing and my heart was very broken at the time. So I said, yeah. Because why not? You have to do things for the plot. Don't do things for the plot, man. So, I go back downstairs and he's on the phone and our car pulls up. Now here I was thinking that it was going to be his car, like just him. His boys pull up with this car. Right. And so I'm feeling kind of nervous, but I decided to hop in. And so I'm thinking not too much of the situation, but then I hear him say this. Mind you, this is the middle of the day. Yeah, this is like, you think this is like a 9 p.m. story? Nah, it was 1:30. I just finished a lecture. But yeah, we're in the in the car, and I hear him on the phone with another friend, again deeply concerning now, saying, we need more girls, and apartment in King's Cross. Hey, I suddenly realized what was going to happen here. Oh no, I did not sign up to party. Oh god, how do I get out of this car? So lucky for me, they had to make a little quick pit stop on the way to Walthamstow. You know how they have that like I don't know, it was just some like car park with apartments, whatever. So they park. And I climb out the car looking all nervous as if I'm about to faint, like I have to go. He's asking me like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just have to go. He's like, oh, we could drop you back. I'm like, no, nothing. It's okay. It's not far. I can walk. It really wasn't far though, so I could walk. Yeah, we'd only driven for like 2 minutes. See how men ruin things for themselves when they open their mouths. No, but seriously, that would have been a very dangerous situation. But yeah, I'm thinking nothing of it. I go home. So, you know, obviously he calls me and whatever. And he's asking me, you know, these kinds of questions that made me think, oh yeah, this guy ain't gonna be serious. Also, I found out that he is him and Hush Puppy are in a similar line of work. So I decide, ooh, I don't want to see this guy again. And this is where the stalking starts. So you'd think that he would just keep calling me on the phone, right? He did, but he also one day sent me a text that said, yo, I'm in a white range, come out. And I'm like, huh? No. I mean, I'm not the kind who's like, oh, why is this guy calling me? I literally block people. He just kept using different phone numbers to try and get at me. Different phone numbers. I'd block, he'd use another one. I'd block, he'd use another one. I'd block, he'd use another one. I don't want to change my number. But this just kept happening. Until that day where he said, yeah, I'm in a white range, come out. And I'm like, no. One day, and like he would send voice notes like, oh man, you a hoe, you agreed to come out to my car, you know, hold on, you a hoe, you agreed to come out to my car, you know, there was bear man in the car and you just came outside anyway. Like, well, you first of all, and didn't tell me there was bear man in the car, so I wouldn't have known. But then secondly, man, I do things for the plot. You can't call me a hoe. Well, you can, but like that's not going to affect me. Oh, you think you're the first person. But yeah, he's saying all that stuff. He's like, oh, you only came up to me originally because of my car, but like I was walking. First of all, I'm visually impaired in it, but then secondly, I was walking. I live like 5 minutes away from the Iceland that I went to, so I wasn't looking at anybody's car. I can't tell unless you have like a proper supercar. I don't know the difference between the cars. Car is car. I know what things like a Porsche 911 look like because it's a gorgeous car, but that's for the regular cars, more regular looking cars. Car is car. A Merc or Volvo or Peugeot 208, or they're all the same. Exaggeration. But yeah, so he keeps doing that, and one day he just stops and I'm thinking, okay, he's left me alone. One day I went to the gym, Pure Gym, that's on Holloway Road. Listen, gang, on the Piccadilly line. I see him. I couldn't believe my eyes. It had been 3 months. I couldn't believe my eyes. He comes, he sits down next to me, starts begging me to go out with him again. I mean, we never went out the first time. He starts begging me. I couldn't believe this. I don't know whether he stalked me or whether God just decided to do something mean. But yeah, I was hoping that the people on the train would step in and help me, but then I forgot lots of white people are scared of tall black men, even if they are light skinned. So I'm looking around. Everyone's just looking back at me. Like, you cowardly bystanders. They're not helping me with nothing. And so what made him go away was me saying, lol, I'll call the police. Well, of course, if you are in a similar line of work to the likes of Hush Puppy, you would probably not want people, you probably don't want the popo anywhere near you. So he left me alone. So I thought, because he carried on with that same thing of sending messages from different numbers. And he likes to also send pictures of designer bags and tell me, oh, these would be yours if you would just come with me. I don't want you. Why are you not accepting that I don't want any of this? Yeah, send pictures of money. And then he even had a friend recently who decided to try and hit me up and do the same. And then whenever I'd reject, he would say, oh, whenever I reject him, I'm blocked. He would say, oh, you know what? Well, nobody wants you. Your bum is flat. You're ugly. Oh, who wants an albino girlfriend anyway? Like, okay, hold on. But did we not know all these things when we first moved to me? Come on, guys. Your vision is better than mine, so I know you saw what I look like. So I don't. Yeah, you're always ugly after you reject them. Yeah, you're just the ugliest person in the world. Built like a skeleton, white like a skeleton. Of course, yes. Skeletons are kind of cool. But damn, this story's long. But this just carries on. No, like till recently. This just carries on. Like he just periodically will send these. It's getting kind of funny now. I'm that amazing. It's been 5 years. Didn't even hit. Didn't even make it inside the room. But my aura, it's just magical. Me and my 8 billion aura points, we just keep attracting people my way. But yeah, that is one of my stalker stories. It's the fact that at any time I could get a message from him saying the same type of stuff.